Okay, so back in the office. It's Saturday. As you know, I'm doing this for free, so it's not really dressed up day. Okay, it's like 110. It's out. It's hotter than hell. So, what I wanted to talk with you today. Now, I notice a lot of you are watching through YouTube or maybe your iPhone or iPad. So I'm gonna make these lessons really quick because I know that you're paying for your time. So I'm gonna jump right into it. This is not part of the skill set, but it is what I believe to be the foundation to all the skill sets. So if you're seeing this now, you've seen that I've not published this anywhere else, but because you have subscribed, you will get a copy of this. Basically what I'm talking about is the foundation of your wholesaling business. There's a couple things. So if you've got your notebook, I want you to go ahead and pull it out, get to a clean sheet of paper, get a pen, and let's take a couple notes. The first thing about the foundation that you need to understand is we have to, number one, determine our level of commitment to this. You have to determine your level of commitment. How much are you willing to give to a couple things? First, obviously, A is your real estate business. How much commitment are you willing to put into this? Second, a commitment to personal production. Okay, you're going to want to do this just once and twice every now and again, or you're going to want to do it repeatedly. Okay, if you're going to want to make business in this business, you're going to have to do it repeatedly. So you have to determine your level of commitment to your production. Next is your commitment to your income. What are some of the standards that you're going to set for yourself? You want to understand what's the level of my commitment to how much I say I want to make. Are you going to make a choice to go out Friday night and party it up with your friends? Or are you going to make a choice to go out and put up some bandit signs? The question is entirely up to you. Next is your commitment to your lifestyle. When the market's crashed, as a real estate agent, you're living with this kind of lifestyle. And then when everything goes to hell in a handbasket, you got this kind of lifestyle. You have to ask yourself, how committed are you to your lifestyle? If you're pretty committed to being happy where you are, that's okay. But if you're not happy where you are today, how committed are you to be to get to that lifestyle tomorrow? Okay, so that's number one. Number two is you have to get a thorough understanding of the business that you're in. And this is a business, make no mistake. You have to understand that, number three, you are a salesperson. You are not a consultant, okay? You didn't go to college to get a consultant degree. You don't have this or that. Listen, stop bullshitting yourself, okay? Be honest. I'm a salesperson. I sell stuff. That's what I do, okay? In this case, you're a wholesaler. You're selling an interest. Next, you have to understand, number four, that you have to set inspiring goals. Things that are going to be motivating to you. Now, what's motivating to me may not be motivating to you, and what we tend to do as human beings is we look at what other people have and we say, I want that. But you don't really realize all the stuff that goes along with that. So for yourself, you have to determine what is a good goal for you individually. Next, number five, you have to learn, and this is so crucial. Underline this, stars, whatever it takes. Don't forget this point. You have to understand that you have to learn the required skills. You don't need a lot of leads. You just need to lose less. Okay? You need to lose fewer times. If you got 100 leads and I've got 100 leads, we're going to go on the same amount of appointments, 100 appointments. But I'm going to beat the hell out of you, because I have skills. So on those 100 appointments, I might get 80, 85 of them. And you might get, say, 40, 50. We've gone ahead and expended the same amount of energy. But my results are double yours. Why? Not because I'm better, not because I'm smarter, but because I'm trained. I've taken the time to learn the skills. And that's what you need to do. You have to understand that you have to learn the required skills. Okay? Number six. You have to decide if you're going to be mediocre, if you're going to be good, or if you're going to be great. And any one of those is fine. But you've got to make a decision for yourself. Draw a line in the sand and say, this is what I will tolerate. I am not just going to be mediocre anymore. I'm going to live the life that I'm capable of. Number seven, you have to understand about business. This is the foundation, if you will. The now, maybe, future business. You have to understand, are you going to, you can write this down, number seven, are you going to wait for business? Meaning, you send out mailers and wait for them to call you back? Or are you going to go buy the business, like put billboards out there or branded signs or 1-800 numbers or pay for leads with ZBuyer or some of these other places? That's buying business, and that's okay. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just simply saying that you need to understand where this is going to come from. Or are you going to go out and earn it? You're going to wait for it, you're going to buy it, or you're going to earn it? You got to ask yourself these questions. Because if you're going to sit there and try and build this business, you got to be realistic about one fact and one fact alone. The fact is that nobody really cares if you make it be a deal or not. The only person who cares is you. So you got to decide, am I going to go out and wait for this to happen? Or are you going to go out and buy stuff and make it happen? Or are you going to go out and go get what's yours? How you go get what's yours, we'll go into. Don't worry about that. It's the cheapest, easiest thing. Next, you have to have strong accountability. A lot of people want to know why I Facebook so often. Why am I posting, for example, I'm going to go put out some this or that or whatever marketing pieces? Because it's accountability. I have to be accountable to you, so these are the kind of results I'm getting because of this is the kind of action I'm taking. The accountability amongst yourselves, amongst the other people that you interact with in different Facebook posts or mastermind groups or whatever, but you have to establish a strong accountability. When you say, I'm going to go do X, well then, damn it, go out and do X, and make sure somebody knows you went out and did X. Because we as humans, I don't know about you, but I'm slippery, I'm slimy, and I find ways out of problems, and I think, oh, well, I'll just do it another day. The fact is, you've got to have other people hold you accountable. Okay? Number 9, you have to learn to raise your standards. What will you tolerate? What will you tolerate? Will you tolerate the crumbs that come from all these other wholesalers, the co-wholesaling deals, the guy who's behind his payments for 1.5 years, and you're trying to figure out a way to do a lease option? Look, okay, honestly, I'm very passionate about this. You have to raise your standards. What will you accept? No, I'm not going to accept that kind of BS deal. I want somebody who's ready to sell now, who's got the motivation, who's got the ability. That's the guy I'm looking for, and I'm going to do everything I can to go find that guy. I'm not going to tolerate all this half-assed living that I've been living. What will you tolerate? What are your standards? You've got to make a decision. Okay? 10, you have to defeat complacency. And that's the worst enemy of all. Because complacency is the thing that will kill your business. And when I mean complacency, this is what I mean. These are some of the leads that have come to me, over the last few days from the signs or whatever marketing pieces that we've done, okay? And there must be half a dozen of them in here. And I know through all the qualifications and whatnot that they're motivated. And I know that that's business waiting to happen. I've got stuff written down, people handwritten with their email addresses. Yeah, I want to sell this one, this one, and this one. Tell me, how much is it going to take? Complacency is when you've said to yourself, I'm pretty good. I don't need to worry about that anymore. It's also where you start getting lazy, like I've been. I've been very lazy. I've not followed up with these people. Why? Because I'm complacent. I'm happy with the way things are. And the problem is that either you're moving forward, and getting your goals, or you're staying still. If you're staying still, this world keeps moving, which really means you're moving backwards. So by not responding to this guy, they're going to, or these people, they're going to go find somebody else who will. Complacency. So those are the 10 things I think. I didn't post this on Facebook for a reason, because I'm going to cuss a little bit. I'm very passionate about it. I hope this was fast. I hope this was good. That's the foundation. Now we start working on some skills. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.